Abushia yemu akwaba na ukopima former under 20 coach Orantin at the Sellas Tetteh. Yes, national TV latest abubuapa and some penny for short listing. Likely so 20 national team be and Ghana has a national team by yet young commercial at the airport. I would ready swa and Fidiagro ukopima. Yes, Chief Justice Blay, Krobia Kumasia Samteloko, Yaren Kuma Cred Bepa, F.A. Abrantia, Chief Justice Blay, Ara, and Krobia Kumasia Samteloko, Uko Pima, and any Enkomoka Kra, Abefi Elmo, Eba, our Hormo, former Chief Executive Officer, Adama, a Ghana Free Zone, a your authority, Mr. Aya Kwadwo Boafo, Papano, Akasaka Club, at the Fabrantia Day, Adi Mohammed Salisu, Denoka. Adia from Mohammed Salisu, Harmo A. B. Sports TV, your Thursday, at the Sodo, some Yanko Ponshaw, no one says a darling thing in ano, exclusive ni latest via the piano, or Japania Eshe, Ama Piasu to me a concan Yanko Ponshaw, no one says a dan dynamica, a boy on my mistakes. Yes, na Momodi Acheka, because Nipa dear, one more young for so no to me, and who mistakes via Sabe, a baby go da, T. Yanko Ponshaw, no Yamaka, but Oba. Now subscribe to channel na me subscribe ni nyam papa bezere eye free bon to subscribe ya eye free obi anjo shekra asaso na ba no drop comment. Yes, me and this one of ye listener bi na Columbus Q bazuba nyago ponsha ati azi drop the comment am papa se Columbus Q ti also ya no wa mama tonka bebi a uye yi bia fi ndi ye ya na ya podi ngakra na so amanfo so also ye guy so mami check Columbus Q phone ya obia yesukudushos pam. Nyakupo show. No you can say let's set the ball rolling. Yes, as you say free former Ghana under 20 the coach of team at the Sellas Tetteh. Yes, a Kromano Sellas Tetteh a month for any in the year 2009. Oliti Ghana under 20 national team no etumieko ekwaji FIFA World Cup ewo Egypt abra yese Brazil no penalty shootout iti papa no say boni dia. Yes, na manfo enim ne pa 2009 obeka na Abrantia Dini Manuel Jima bedu yes omunya no butiro na so Abrantia ne Dini de you ana omunya mo kada squad no bia papa wo to be the Ghana under 20 team no etumieko je the FIFA under 20 World Cup ewo Egypt na Hong Kong so enya fidiagro na ye gada info maybe sibi ye gada information bi as okopiemu ewo Lesotho latest ebubuaba and say Lesotho the Omo national team no Omo said ani coach won no Omo Salisu ranting at the Sellas Tetteh as a papa no dama piano one more shining body boy 2009 what boy I don't want to be likely as a Lesotho national team no Sellas Tetteh former under 20 coach no one bit me the jumana man so much na say enkomodidi no to me coach na bia konkanya one and okopima Lesotho national team no one bit me the mana Hong Kong so no enye fidiagro e wo dwani so a ye fi ema jen etie for ye fi Sellas Tetteh akaje Nenko Pimo Krobia Kumasia Samteloko, Chief Justice Blay, the midfield supremo, the midfield dynamo. Now, only Zabrante the contract, also a Bubu Quantini Mediama, Ama Mediama from Penny Fossi, Sanama was you. On your Nigerian grass or Bessan Saibio, Anna Kubu Quantini Kotuko, Felefenezal, Dakalakansa, the Fedefeno, Dama Brantiano, Adjepenia, yes, Krobia Kumasia Samteloko, only so many Viviana latest Abuapa, and I say, I will pay for the two just the first February. And our branch and to me are starting the Juma de Bipia and the Amakotoko now and their 5th February. Tia branch and Yamia Tuma Monday, Ghana Premier League week 16. Bubu at the Omina Sharks and a Krobia Kumasia Samterako. Our Indian Sports Stadium latest Yagata and information Yagata SB Bia and to me Anya Keleke Anya Horia. Dama Bia branch and Denny Chief Justice Blay available for a Bubu Quantino Kotoko ahead of their game against Bubu Quantino. Edio means Sharks Monday our Indian Sports Stadium 7 February year 2022 into way and come out crab wepa Eddie FE Abranti and then Chief Justice Blay Akachia Yevi Emas and the T4 our B Sports TV in Yamiaduma Monday Sempini 4 Nasa Abrantiano or a fit for the gamer Abranti Justice Blay one bit in fixing against Elmina Sharks here the latest any exclusive idea our Juvenians now and only Okopiema Bubu Kuben, former Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Free Zones Authority, Mr. Kwadwo Boafo papa yin nkoma akadi apa na say komodidi na papa no won say football no o follow kakra follow football no do football sanso e Ghana ni tie base yenka Ghana nsem kakra papa no yes oyo bepa anum ana interview ana papa arbetu jase simple etitia obesere abrante na tin adi Mohammed Salisu tie ni papa me o se o de patro kese pa obepa abrante adin ana say yes Mohammed Salisu to as a ne grandfather, yes, the grandfather pa never pa you the Black Stars no on share the papa ye na also enter city na Black Stars no so on Black Stars this is the time Black Stars also auto boss and now also to me the Black Stars did things are at also make it appeal special appeal to our branch at Mohammed Salisu, my brother. Your grandfather was one of the greatest players I have ever seen. Your grandfather played for Kotoko. Your grandfather won a cup for the national team in the year 1963 and also 65. And the Mr. Kwadwo Boafo and they make it special appeal. And my branch at Mohammed Salisu. And so on shed the grandfather the Black Stars of Ghana no so no so na Black Stars no so your Black Stars no so do but then ya juju no nya ne watch ti ono so make special appeal my branch and Mohammed Salisu so ono so Japan Asian kind from the Black Stars of Ghana it you know you baka kwoti nsema ranting Mr. Kwadwo Boafo Wadia Tuja Abrana o make special appeal to our branch and Mohammed Salisu as on Japan Russia kind from a book quarantine at the Black Stars of Ghana. Be sports TV Sunia, Yanko Punsha, Nanyokase, Babadans, La Deniano, Breach, no bois, Napia Street, Mekokite, Yantias Moranti, at the Mr. Kwadwo Boafo, former Chief Executive Officer, CEO Baba, and my Ghana Free Zone Authority. What in common at the far branch at the Mohammed Salisu.
Those players who refuse national collapse, they should stop doing that. Because many people have played for this country for nothing. Many people have paved the way, right? Paved the way for most of them to get to where they've gotten to. Some of them, and I'm going to be controversial, some of them are not the ages that they are. They know it. We love you so much that we are able to change your ages for you to go and play and become superstars and make all that money. Respect this. Many people, many of the players before you, who came before you, have died. Some of them have died destitute. Do you remember Ajimanjewu? Does anybody know Ajimanjewu? I went to his funeral. And there weren't 20 people at the funeral.
Wow.
Back in the day, if you mention the name Ajimanjewu, it was frightening. Joe Dakota died recently of COVID in the US. Mama Akwa died recently. These are players who played for the national team and won the jersey with pride. Joseph Carr is still alive. Haruna Yusuf is still alive. Hesio Dampton is still alive. And I want to make a special appeal to Mohammed Salisu. My brother, your grandfather was one of the greatest players this country has ever seen. Your grandfather played for Kotoko. Your grandfather won the Cup of Nations in 1963 and 1965. He was one of the best left wingers this country has ever seen. You are a left winger just like your grandfather. You actually look like your grandfather. Get off that high horse and come and take your place in the national team. Because one day you will finish playing for Southampton. One day you will finish playing for whatever it is that you are doing. And the millions will not mean anything. Go and ask George Boateng his biggest regret. Go and ask him. Go and ask all the other people who refuse to play for our nation what their biggest regret is. Maybe right now you don't understand what you are doing. But what you are doing is not what your grandfather did. Your grandfather, that great Kotoko ace, if you go to Kumasi today and you ask who the best players are that played for Kotoko, at that position, they will mention your grandfather and they will mention Ajaman Prempe. Come back to this country and take your place.
That's quite a strong message to Southampton defender Mohamed Salisu, who, as per reports, has rejected call-outs or invitations.
Whatever the problem is, we can speak about it. Let's watch these things. Let's watch these things.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Kwadwo Boafo.
Thank you. Thank
this
you.
Has been